Hello everyone, my name is Christy. I am the Twisted Elemental. I'm coming to you today to do a new moon in Gemini spiritual growth reading. It's supposed to happen on June 18th at I think 12:34 a.m. So the Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is about our communications, both internal and external. So this has a lot to do with releasing old ways of communicating, both externally and internally, those internal dialogues we have with ourselves and thought processes. Old processes that don't fit anymore. They're no longer true, possibly, about us or the way we see the world. And manifesting with new ways of communicating with ourselves and both externally. So if you come across this message at a later date, don't worry, there's going to be a message in there for you. Okay. So I've already shuffled these decks. I'm going to cut them and then deal the piles out, and we'll get started. The questions we're asking here: how this Gemini new moon, how the energy of this Gemini new moon is affecting you. Okay. What about yourself needs to be released? Something that's not true about yourself that needs to be released. What needs to be explored more about yourself, and where your energies need to be focused or should be focused right now for the best possible outcome. Okay? All right. All right. Going to set these up out of the way. Okay. Okay, so where we're starting here. All right. So, first off, I'd like to call in spirit and all my sacred guides to help me discern true and accurate messages for whoever needs to hear them today regarding this Gemini new moon. I would like messages of the purest, highest white light of truth and for the greater good of all. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, what is this energy going to be bringing towards us? Ooh, we have solar eclipse revolution. Wow. It's card 44. Wow, things are going to be revolutionized. There's something's going to be eclipsed out of your life here. Something to do with your stability that's going to bring you stability. This is divine protection. Yin yang balance. Wow, that's a beautiful. And you've got another 4 here. I'm sensing a pattern. This is really going to bring balance and stability to your life here. Whatever this is. There's definitely got a shift here. This is 9, so we're talking about the end of a cycle. Magic alignment. Oh, that is beautiful. This is good energy. Huh. 42, joy. That's just beautiful. So that breaks down to a 6. This talks about, unions and harmony. That's beautiful. Wow. Let's find out what this what's being eclipsed here. This could be energy going back to the last eclipse cycle that we had. This could really be working in your life right now. Okay. What's being eclipsed here? Whatever this is, it's nothing to be scared of. You have, with all these fours, you have divine protection here. This is, what's being eclipsed is about protecting you. It's something that no longer serves you. It's about your stability. And you are divinely protected through it. What's being eclipsed here? Whatever it is, it's bringing alignment and joy. I have the Emperor in reverse. So, I don't know who I'm speaking to here, but an Emperor could be being eclipsed out of your life. An Emperor in reverse is not a great energy. This is somebody who's a tyrant. Could be a father figure, does not have to be. This could be male or female. This is Aries energy. Somebody that an Emperor in reverse is a tyrant. They can be controlling, malicious, very much ego-based, my way or the highway. This is also somebody who could misuse their power over other people. This is somebody who has a lot of power over people and they misuse it. This could be from a work situation. This could be a personal life situation. Place this energy wherever you feel it in your life. This could be, this could be your actual father. This could be a spouse, a father, a boss. Anywhere where someone has power over you and they've used it they've used it in bad ways. Let's just say that. This is misuse of power. And it definitely could be with a work situation. I have the Eight of Pentacles underneath. Right? Interesting. Tell me more here. Ooh, I have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This and the Lovers. This is some sort of it's like this is a stable new beginning, right? This is like not a stable new beginning. This is like a false start. This is not a new beginning in something. It's definitely, it's something to do with choices here. Someone's choosing not to have a stable new beginning somewhere. Something that is emotional, something to do with love here. That's why it's being eclipsed. Somebody has misused their power here. Somebody is too controlling. That's why there's not a stable new beginning here in the love department. It's being eclipsed out of your life. That is for the highest good. What else? It's too many cards. I have Nine of Wands underneath. This is the Wounded Warrior. Whatever the situation is, whether it's in love or at work, again here, because we got Pentacles. This is about something. If this is at work, this is a work situation which somebody has misused their power and it has not been stable for you. It's not a stable environment. It's treacherous. If this is a home situation, same thing. Even a family situation, you know, between a parent or somebody who holds power over you. It's caused you to be wounded here, which is why it's being eclipsed. It's no longer serving your highest good here. Yeah, with the new moon, this is about manifesting the new energy of it you want. This has been being eclipsed out so that you can manifest new. This is like a tower. So the towers fall down because they are not built on stability, right? So they fall, they come crashing down so that something new can be built. This has to be eclipsed out of your life so that something new can be manifested here. Something that is balanced here. Right? This yin-yang balance, this is the balance of masculinity and feminine within each, but also your light and dark. What's this balance energy, please? Let's do passionate forward movement towards balance, possibly communication here. Yeah, it's definitely about communication. We've got the Page of Swords here, which can talk about new ways of communicating, right? Pages bring messages, but this can be sometimes in new ways here. We have the sword up, so we're talking about truth. And this is passionate forward movement towards something. Balanced communication, possibly about something to do with your independence here. We have 9-9, the 9 of Swords. This causes anxiety, but the balance is going to help. With the moon here, somebody... So there's somebody's has anxiety here about possible secrets. But that's when balance comes, secrets come to light. There has to be the balance between the light and the dark. So secrets have to be brought to the light for balance to come. Spirit's asking you to not be anxious about this balance. This balance is independence. What else here for this balance, please? Possibly communicating about things that are done and over, about the new perspectives. New perspectives that you've received in your life about things that have ended here. Now, I love this Ten of Swords because it reverts back to an Ace of Swords, which is the sword this page is carrying here, right? Ace of Swords talks about truth and enlightenment. You receive the truth and enlightenment when you complete this journey, because you've had to travel this whole way blind without the truth and enlightenment. But now that this person is up here, they can see on the other side. So now they see. They're not running blind anymore. They can also turn around and they can see all the lessons that they learned on this path, that they get to carry the lessons forward. The trick here is to leave the pain behind, carry the lessons forward. But this is a new perspective for you here. You're seeing some ending you're seeing differently here. And coming into balance means maybe communicating this ending in a new way to bring forward movement into your life. What about shift here? This can also be in ways that you're communicating to yourself here. Remember, we talked about this in the beginning. Mercury is all about communication. So this moon in Gemini is all about communication. These are also coming up with, this is new ways of communicating, but also new ways of communicating to yourself about things. Getting a new perspective, right? You have to sacrifice the old perspective. And in finding new ways to communicate your perspective to outwardly, yes, to others, but also to yourself, brings forward movement towards this balance. Shift, please. This is all so beautiful. There's a lot of, oh God, there's so many cards. This is a shift towards inner healing, right? Some sort of healing is bringing about a shift here. The Hermit has to do with, this is Virgo energy. It's about going within, deep down within, and shining your lantern on all your own stuff so you can heal your traumas here. And it gives you more, healing your traumas helps you understand possibly why you might have been holding on to this old broken heart, right? This Four of Pentacles with this three of Swords here, that's holding on very tightly to a broken heart. This shift with this healing is going to give you new information about maybe why you've held on to this for so long. What? All right. Let's be more concise, please. Anything else here for the shift? So the shift is going from holding on too tightly to this broken heart to healing it, therefore releasing it. That's a huge shift. That comes with this eclipsing. Whatever this is out, which brings balance and new perspective, allowing you to see how you've been holding on to some sort of broken heart over whatever this is here and healing it. That's the shift. It's beautiful. And then as I stopped in this Eight of Cups here, which talks about, you know, walking away from anything that's not emotionally fulfilling in your life, whatever that may be. The alignment with magic. Being able to take a leap of faith, releasing this, eclipsing this out, going through this healing shift here, coming into balance allows you to be magic in and of your own right, taking a leap of faith in this world. Maybe being able to finally talk about things. This Knight of Swords, you know, knights are action takers. This Knight of Swords is about someone who has something to say. This could be a leap of faith for you. You might, whatever you learn from this eclipse and this shift coming into balance, might be important for you to speak to somebody or speak out loud in any way. This is also about speaking what you want. Coming into alignment, taking the leap of faith, speak it out. This is the new moon is about manifesting, and your words are powerful. This is the Gemini new moon, which means your words are extra powerful. Speak out what you want. Say it out loud. Say it out loud as many times as you need to. Let that be the start of your leap of faith here, of speaking your truth. Anything else here for the alignment and magic? Don't let the past ruin your magic, right? You have the six of swords here. Wanted to go on the upside. It's sideways here. This is nostalgia in the past, right? This is saying don't let the past prevent you from this alignment of, you know, taking the leap of faith, saying what you need to say, right? Don't let this hold you back. Balanced emotions are what's going to bring you more magic here. Speak your truth. What's this? Joy. This is beautiful energy. Six of Swords, 10 Pentacles, 2 Moons, and the Queen of Cups. With 9 moons underneath. This is about joy in yourself. Feeling so much joy because you're independent here, right? You have everything you need. You know that you can provide everything you need. That brings you satisfaction and joy. That's beautiful. But we also have this, you know, after walking on to karma water from whatever these things are back here, coming into balance here with this Two of Pentacles and this Queen of Cups here. Really being able to feel your emotions and offer your emotions, being emotionally available here. That is joy if I've ever seen it. Joy is love, right? There's no one more joyful in the whole tarot deck than the Queen of Cups. That's beautiful. It's like walking away from this stuff, going through this shift, allowing yourself to come into balance, expressing your inner magic here, your truth, is what brings this joy. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, emotional fulfillment here. The Two of Pentacles here, balance, and 10 Pentacles, legacy, having it all, what you leave behind in this world. That's beautiful. All right, let's move on. Okay. So, what about yourself is no longer true and needs to be released? Aries, I am. Interesting. Smiley face, joy. That's interesting. Death, Card 36. So it's 9. It's also transformation. Cloud meditation. Look up. Sexual energy. All right. Give me a minute here. I want to look up this Aries. Okay. So this Aries card is really interesting, and it kind of fits. We got the sexual energy down here because we're talking about what's being released. This is very much like Ace of Wands energy. It's a lot of, there can be lustful energy here. We have the sexual energy down here also that we're needing to release. That's some of the focuses with the Aries energy. It's very much the Emperor energy like we had before with the Emperor. But it's about, here we have like acting without thinking, assuming the role of leader, demanding to be the most important one, not wanting to be wrong, being rash, being in a rush, being provoked or tested, facing challenges that stir you into action, bumping your head, having headaches, team players, being number one in the game, seeing everyone as competition, not wanting to prove you're the best, coming out on top, winning, taking chances with good results, being arrogant, losing your temper, combat weapons, fights, troublesome people, insults, insensitive people. Yeah. So this is like a lot of ego stuff being released here. But the good aspects to carry forward, when this parts of that Aries energy get released, you're left with being a good leader, making decisive actions, having it not always be about competition. That way, when you are a leader, it's about having the best result for everybody, right? It's not about me, 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 me. So a lot less focusing on self so that you're able to focus on, because Aries is a leader here. This is a leader card. This is Emperor energy. The Emperor needs to be able to focus on the good of all, not just the good of self. That's a very arrogant Emperor, and that makes a tyrant, right? So this is about releasing that. All right, what else here with this Aries energy? I just saw the double when I was on the cut there. So this can be about releasing toxic. Yeah, this can be about releasing toxic, coping mechanisms that we have, or, mindsets or thought processes or whatever that may be. Again, this is the card 13, which breaks down to a 4. Again, releasing this is going to bring stability. That's so many cards. Be more concise, please. I have the Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Cups. This is burdens and confusion. I want to say this Page of Pentacles is about instability, about not untrustworthiness maybe in yourself of making decisions because of confusion. Like the Page of Pentacles is a student. If it were in reverse here, it would be like not having all the information. You don't have all the information because you haven't relieved the burdens because of confusion. There's confusion here around burdens within self. I am. These are self burdens. What is this? Oh, that are being illuminated. Things that are still remain to be healed here, that are being illuminated. that are coming up. You'll know what they are. They need to be released. You know their burdens. The things you've possibly been confused about, been trying to learn more information about. They just need to be released. Like, this is it needs to be released. All right. I want to say that this joy and this smiley face, this is screaming at me like a false mask, right? That needs to be released. Like pretending that you're happy all the time. Pretending that nothing bothers you. This is like some sort of false persona in the smiley face here. That it's inauthentic. It needs to be released. Yeah, this is about manifesting. It needs to be released so you can manifest authentic happiness. And how you manifest authentic happiness is through giving and receiving. You have to give out to the world what you want to receive. That means you have to mean it. It can't be fake, because spirit sees the real you. So if it's just a fake happiness, that's toxic. You got to start thinking about things that really bring you joy, right? The things around you that really bring you joy. Being in that energy of what you wish to receive. Giving that energy you wish to receive. That's when it comes back to you. That's magnetic. Taking a leap of faith towards things you want to give to and receive from equally. Anything else here with the smiley face? This is about living in being authentically you. Nothing else here. All right, what is this death? This end of this it's the transformation. This is Scorpio energy. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Something ending and being transformed so something new and better can exist. What is this? And really needing, so this death, really needing the ending to be released. Some truth needs to be said here. This came out right on top of the Four of Swords in reverse. So the King of Swords is can be disconnected from his heart space, but this is somebody who's thinking cerebrally. This is somebody who has something to say. This is a Gemini new moon. Oh, I almost want to say this is speak your transformation out loud. Spirit's asking you on this new moon to speak your transformation out loud. What is transforming in your life and being let go? Say it out loud. That's putting the work into doing it. That's the beginning of that process. Like speaking it into existence here. Speak your truth. What else here? Also, possibly, like, come up with an action plan about your work, possibly. I mean, that Eight of Pentacles is about the apprentice becoming the master. We do have the Page of Pentacles over here, right? This could be releasing a belief system you have about being a student, possibly, about learning new things. This is actually, yeah, because Aries energy is very stubborn energy. Aries energy is not a great energy for being taught, right? Because there's not a lot of humility in there. And someone who's learning something has to be humble because they got to know what they don't know, right? So releasing some of that here, allowing yourself to be the student and learn something new. That's very interesting. I have Justice in reverse. I have the Four of Wands in reverse. And I have the Nine of Wands in reverse. This is all right. And the moon, right? So we have secrets, okay? We've got, this is like bad karma or lies, something that's not true. We have a broken home here. Some sort of unfulfilling home situation. And we have the Wounded Warrior in reverse. This is about someone giving up on something. This is someone who is giving up on secrets, possibly a broken home situation, possibly something that feels very unjust, where there's no balance. Standing in your boundaries about that and allowing the transformation to happen. This look up I take as being more aware of your surroundings. What is this look up that's being released? I have 10 cups here. This is like, pay attention to your surroundings. Get your head out of the clouds. Release. Look up. 10 of Cups. This is about happily ever after. This is about a lot of emotional fulfillment here. Having lots of good emotion here. Look up. Like, kind of like, I want to say, get your head out of the clouds. Look up because it's right there in front of you. But at the same time, I also get let go of the fantasy of what you think this is going to be. And pay attention to your surroundings because so you don't miss this actually in front of you. Does that make sense? What is this? Look up 10 Cups here. What is this? Cloud meditation. Spirit could be asking you to try and meditate some more, please. Five Swords. With 6 swords. I want to say if you're walking away from things that have been maybe involved gaslighting or self-sabotage or harsh words, you're moving on to calmer water from that. Spirit wants you to walk up and see your new surroundings. If you're putting that in your past, right? Look up and see the love that surrounds you already. Also release the fantasy that you might have inside you, like what fantasy you think. See it, make sure you're not being unrealistic. Yeah. Put work into things that look up. There are fulfilling things right in front of you. Look up. You might have new job opportunities right in front of you that are being illuminated. The path to working on a love situation might be right in front of you. Things are being illuminated for you. Spirit wants you to look up. Get your surroundings in check. Make sure you know what's going on around you. Things are being illuminated. Pathways, right? I don't always see this card as this, but this clearly pathways are being pointed out here, right? They're being illuminated. Pathways that are what? That are very emotionally fulfilling. These can be work pathways, life pathways, whatever it is. This could be all kinds of pathways. This could be about love. This could be about work. This could be about many, many things, and all at the same time. Look up. There's things going on around you that Spirit wants you to take note of. All right, what's this sexual energy that needs to be released here? What about the sexual energy? I have the Fool with the 2 of Swords. This can go one of 2 ways. This can be release a block towards taking a leap of faith towards your sexual energy, towards exploring your sexuality maybe, or something about your sexuality, or Spirit's asking you to release being so open towards foolishly giving away your sexual energy here, because that's a block towards everything else. Let's find out here. What is this? The King of Wands and the Ace of Cups sideways. King of Wands is a very passionate individual, right? But I think Spirit's asking you to not lead with passion. If there's to not be giving your sexuality out where love may not be involved. To reserve your leaps of faith towards passion to things that are also involved love. It's a more balance. Anything that is all just passion or all just love is an imbalance. The passion and the love need to be balanced for it to be healthy. What else here? Or a need to, this is a need to involve love in, if this is about exploring your sexuality further, this is a need to add love to that equation. Exploring your sexuality is a very good thing to do for everybody, as long as it comes from a place of love of self first. If you're exploring your sexuality through anything that causes fear, guilt, or shame, that's not healthy. And Spirit would ask you to release that. Spirit would ask you to explore that, bringing love to it. It's important. Sexual energy is very important, and people don't explore their own sexuality enough. But it tells you so much about who you are as a human, and helps you. The more you know about yourself, the more stable you are in this world. Like knowing like why you desire things, or what those things are that you desire. Some people don't even allow themselves to think about that. The Devil. With the Eight of Wands here, like passionate forward movement towards things that are toxic sexuality here. So Spirit's asking you to release toxic attachments towards your sexuality. Things exactly done from that are explored through guilt and shame, maybe fear and pain. And to bring love to yourself, self-love, into this equation of your sexuality. Exploring your sexuality from a place of love is very beautiful, and that's what should be done. But if you're exploring it from a place of toxicity, it needs to be released. All right. Only take that if it resonates, please. All right, so what's next here? Let's see. All right, what truths about yourself need to be explored? Water element sensing. Ooh. This is the 40. This is also you're spiritually protected through this. And it's about your foundation here, but it's about being emotionally vulnerable. Water is all about the flow of emotion. Sensing, this is your intuitiveness, right? Water elements, that is about our intuition, our love, our feelings. Sensing this stuff, this is very much talking about opening up your intuition here. Mountains, obstacles. This is a 5. So whatever these obstacles are, they're temporary, but it is something that we need to put some more, thought into. This is about ourselves. There's some sort of obstacle within here. And it could be the obstacle towards the intuition here, towards that sensing, that emotional vulnerability. Spirit wants you to focus on your own magic here, because you are magic. Spirit's telling you right here, you are magic. You got, change. Spirit wants you focusing on your own change. Past, present, and future. Card 4 again. We've gotten so many 4s in this reading. You are divinely protected. Know that without doubt. And all of this Gemini moon is all about your stability here, on whether that's financial, emotional, all of the above. I really think all of the above. This past, present, future, this talks about, for me, like integration. Integrating your past into your present, so it affects your future. Like integrating the lessons from the past. When we've healed those things from the past, we can integrate those lessons into our present, and that greatly affects our future, right? Sorry, I need a sip of my iced coffee here. All right. What is this here? What about this water element, this sensing, does the viewer need to be spending more self-focus on? So this is all stuff in yourself here. This is beautiful. All right. I had the Empress on bottom there. That's like coming into your divine feminine energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. We all have divine masculine and feminine energy within us. And the divine feminine is, all about this water energy. She is the incarnate of love and intuition and the sensing and all of that. So this is about bringing your divine feminine energy on board in a real tangible way, so that you can be vulnerable even with yourself. So you can bring more self-love into your life. The more self-love you have here, the more you are able to love externally and receive love externally. You can only receive the amount of love from somebody that you are willing to give yourself, right? Because if you're internally telling yourself that you don't deserve that much love, you reject it. All right, what is this sensing, this water element? Oop. This is about 8 of Wands, passionate, and the Ace of Wands. Ooh. So 8 of Wands is about passionate forward movement towards something that you love here. This is communication. The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning in life. This is about learning to become emotionally vulnerable and possibly communicating your vulnerabilities outward. Becoming so secure inward in your self-love that you're able to express it outwardly. The Star. This is about healing and 10 Wands. Wow. This is about dropping the burdens, emotional burdens that you have in order to heal yourself, right? The Star is about healing. It's also about, getting a wish fulfilled here. It can be fate, destiny. Dropping the burden, the 10 of Wands, brings healing, emotional healing, and wish fulfillments here. Something that you're very passionate about, because I still have that Ace of Wands on the bottom. It doesn't want to go anywhere. And the Emperor underneath that. The Emperor, to be the Emperor, needs to, in order for the Emperor to be in the upright, the ego needs to be released, and this Emperor needs to have a lot of self-love. That is healing, and that is how the Emperor is in charge and runs their own life the way they do, but also compassionately helps other people, right? What are these obstacles that need to be inwardly focused on? What are the inward obstacles within here? 7 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles. So there's like a sense of poverty consciousness here. I think there's a sense of having to work really hard. It's a lot of Pentacles, a lot of work going on. 7 of Pentacles is about divine timing, seeds planted, but it's also assessing the output received for the effort put in of things. Like at the end of the day, like, what did I accomplish versus what the effort that I put in, and does that make sense? What else here? There's like inward, this can even be inward obstacles to making money. There's some block here. I don't know if you feel blocked by the community somehow. Needing to make a decision about friends, possibly. Friends could be obstacles in your life. Other people somehow. This is a community or friends here. That is some sort of block. But it's an inward block. It's a mental block. Some sort of thing about other people, possibly people in your surroundings or that are around you, cause blocks internally for you. What else here? There's obstacles. And your broken heart. Your broken heart may be what causes you to self-sabotage. It could have been harsh words, gaslighting. But I see this more as because we're talking about internal. So I want to talk internal self-sabotage with a broken heart. That keeps you from walking towards your passions. It's a self-sabotage. This broken heart still causes you to self-sabotage going forward. It is a block, possibly with people in your surroundings here. Take that how it resonates, please. What's this magic that needs to be focused on or explored internally? It's this internal magic. King of Pentacles. Six of Cups. The internal magic is that you are the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is very balanced and stable energy, right? The King of Pentacles is the most mature king of all the tarot, right? He's a leader. He's balanced. He's stable of heart and mind. He's a good business person, a good father, a good husband. All those beautiful things. And then we have this nostalgia here, possibly a soulmate. This is about internally. So something about the past here. Got the full moon, which talks of releasing. We have so full moon, new perspective on some devil energy here and how to heal it. That brings about, possibly new love and a new stable beginning with possibly someone from the past that you want to, you want to be emotionally available with and you have a lot of love for, that you see as your match, the Queen of Pentacles here. Possibly wanting a second chance. There's something. What is this magic, please? There is magic within for you to explore in this King of Pentacles energy about you being balanced and stable here. That is, and a provider. That's a beautiful energy. Whether you're masculine or feminine, that is a beautiful energy. What's this magic, please? There's a victory here. Standing up and doing what's right for yourself. Six of Wands, being seen. Having a victory and being seen. Being seen as... This is about... There's magic in being seen as this King of Pentacles. That balanced and stable energy. There's victory in that. Let's use this. What else can you tell me about this magic, please? What was that? inner child. Healing the inner child. Healing your inner child brings about integration and union of self, which gives you victory and puts you in this energy of being stable and balanced and mature. That is your inner magic. This is what is inside you. Spirit's asking you to focus on your inner magic, which allows you to heal your inner child here. This brings you victory. Union. Integration with self. That's fun. Wow. Wow. What is this change to be focused on, this inner change? Ooh, the ending of old. This is the ending of old stuff. This inner change, the ending of old mindsets, the ending of old things we use to, keep us stuck. This is the letting go of the pain here with this inner child work, but keeping the lessons. This is no longer, this 10 of Swords changes, right? Whatever this is done, dead, over. That cycle that's ended changes to enlightenment, to the Ace of Swords, to a new cycle. That is the change. Spirit wants you focusing on that. Allowing these endings, standing up and doing what's right for yourself here, and allowing the endings to happen that need to happen. This is you walking away from anything that is emotionally unfulfilling in your life. I don't care if it's your job, it's a person, it's a place, it's a thing, whatever it may be. If you don't like the kind of gum you're chewing, stop chewing it, right? This is about living in your truth. You're being enlightened here to this change. This is about cutting the things out that no longer serve you and focusing on your 10 of Pentacles here. This is the change, right? This is your legacy. This is what you leave behind in the world. This is who you are, your name, your children, the things you create while you're here that add value. Through cutting out what no longer serves you, being enlightened here and using your truth, standing in your truth, cutting out what no longer serves you, anything that does not, bring you emotional fulfillment, things that are done, dead, and over. Focus on that change and get through it. What? This past, present, future. What can you tell me about this? Reunion, soul ties. Ace of Water. This is about new love. This says a little bit like the Judgment card, someone from your past coming into your present to affect your future. Growth. Really we're already talking about healing these inner child wounds, right? Your past, healing the inner child wounds, releasing those, bringing the lessons we've learned into the present to affect your future, brings growth and brings reunion and soul ties. Brings truth. Wow. All right, let's move on to our final pile here. Guys, if you're finding any value in this, if you could go ahead and smash that thumbs button for me, I'd really appreciate it. It does help me in the algorithm so I can keep the channel going and keep offering this content to you. Allows me to help as many people as possible. So, yeah, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Eternally grateful. All right. Where you should be focusing your energy right now. Grand Cross Provoker. 47, it breaks down to 11. Ooh, that's interesting. We're going to have to read this one. Mirror Reflection. Card 2. This is about, this can be about healing also, but this is about partnerships too. Interesting. Boundaries. 26. That's an 8. So this is about boundaries. Boundaries within unions, or boundaries between you and other people and your inner boundaries. Boundaries that keep things balanced, very important. 8 is a number of balance, so boundaries and balance go hand in hand. Sorcery, revolution. Spirit's asking you to light the match. Start the revolution in your life. It's time. And 33, integration. Ooh, this is a master builder number. This is about the ascended masters, integrating the knowledge from ascended masters into your life to grow your life. That's wild. That's beautiful. All right, I'm going to find out. All right, hold on one second. All right, so this Grand Cross, this provoker, this is important. I'm glad I looked this up. So the Grand Cross represents things that are at odds, at cross purposes. Let's see. Squares in the astrological chart cause tension and restriction. Oppositions as well are seldom soft aspects. They come with the pressure to grow that will exceed any limitations put in one's path. But the Grand Cross is also the rare and most intense of them all. It can symbolize the 4 seasons. It's really about when your life seems at cross purposes. Grand Cross occurs, it can indicate a crisis. Yet, though this calamity will be the painful process of growth, then renewal, and eventually a greater foundation for happiness and success. Strangely, it is almost as if the planetary energies are in competition with each other. This can be rather exasperating and make you feel like you've been provoked or frustrated, like you have booby traps have been set up against you. An area to look at in the Grand Cross coming up is how you communicate, which, yes, we are talking about where to focus your attention here on the new moon in Gemini, which is about communication. Are you communicating as well as you should? Are you abandoning a worthy project the minute it loses its shine in an effort to capture a larger, glossier prize? But more importantly, is your effort to accomplish more? Are you juggling balls in the air? Do you even notice that you're juggling? If you are stuck in the same spot, that not much has been achieved. When this card presents itself, it suggests that there are multiple talents you are able to access as well as numerous paths you can take. Focus and organization are the key until the matter phases out. Expect resistance. Since opposition in the main energy field to the Grand Cross, once on track, the momentum towards the attainment of what you desire will be impossible to stop. Let's read that again. Suggests that there are multiple talents that you are able to access as well as numerous paths you can take. Focus and organization are key. Until this matter phases out, expect resistance, since opposition is the main energy field to the Grand Cross. Once on track, the momentum towards the attainment of what you desire will be impossible to stop. It mainly has to do with the shifting of energy and switching into gear, which we had the shift card, right? So we're allowing the shift to happen right now. In regards to relationship or love, they will all have a fated quality. You will not want to let go of a person no matter how hard it gets. There will be a sacrifice or a compromise with this relationship, and it will be one where you may want to bump your head against the many walls that seem to fly up out of nowhere. You are being challenged, and if you do not weather it out and see what the future brings, you will likely always regret letting the relationship go. If the question is about business or career, know that it will happen, but it will be hard. You have to be willing to walk the miles. Diligence and will be required. So the positive things are becoming more realistic and focused. And not being as attracted to things that glitter. Everything that glitters is not gold. But looking towards something stable and long-lasting. So this is about overcoming the frustrations. This is the Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior, someone who's been through a bunch of stuff. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating as all get out. But this is what Spirit's asking you to focus on right now. Focus on the obstacles that are set in front of you right now to the things that you want in your life. All right, tell us more about these obstacles, please. This is about a wish fulfillment. This is about you making slow and steady progress towards something you desire here, even amongst the obstacles. This is about focusing on the obstacles currently in front of you for something you desire. You are making slow and steady progress. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow energy, but the Knight of Pentacles shows up stable and steady. The Knight of Pentacles learns their lessons along the way and stacks their coins. This is about slow and steady progress towards what you wish, regardless of the obstacles. Focus on the obstacles directly in front of you now. It's time to focus on those obstacles instead of pushing them away or going for something easier. What you want, if what you want is what you want, then you have to go through the obstacles presented to you. There is no easy path. There is no quick fix. There's no going around. You have to go through it. That is the only way. That's what Grand Crosses are for. You have to go through. Yeah. The Knight of Wands, the wounded warrior, is about using your intuition, going towards what you want, breaking through the obstacles presented to you now in front of you. This is where Spirit wants you focusing your energy. All right, what's this mirror reflection? Oh. Eight of Pentacles, the World, Page of Swords, and the Chariot. It's interesting they're all in reverse. We're talking about mirror reflection here. So we got it. We were talking in the upright here. So when I see mirror reflection, it makes me think of like mirrored souls almost. So the mirroring even between people, like other people reflect our wounds back to us. They also reflect the things we like about ourselves back to us, right? I'm using that to grow. So what I'm seeing here is, so this is like doing the mirror exercise. I can't believe I'm talking about this. So if there's somebody in your life that you feel you have a higher connection to and you mirror wounds towards each other, using that energy in your life to help you heal yourself. So if you have somebody and you say to yourself, well, it really bugs me that this person is not coming towards me, and change it around to reflect it back towards yourself. Well, it really bugs me how I'm not going towards this person, or how I'm not kind of standing up for myself. Okay, it really bugs me that what's a good example? Let's see. So say you knew somebody that was someone you know that's perpetually late. All right, someone who's always late. This person is always late. This really annoys you, and it really triggers you. Like, it triggers you. So you need to look for in yourself to see where you're not on time with things for yourself, or how you allowing this person to continue doing that. How maybe it's that you're allowed for yourself that you wait. I'm so mad at myself that I continually wait for this person who's never on time. I'm mad at me for where in my life do I not value my own time? Right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So what I see is where you, in your life here, if you're witnessing other people around you who are not putting the work into things, who the repeating cycles, who are not communicating clearly, and who are not in charge of their own life, Spirit's asking you to turn that back on yourself and see where you're not putting the work into something, where you're not letting a cycle evolve where it needs to, where you're not talking clearly or speaking clearly, where you're not in charge of your own life. Spirit also wants you to do this in a very compassionate way and with self-love. This isn't about berating yourself and saying, oh, I'm so horrible. I'm judgmental. I do all these things, and I'm blaming other people that they do it too. I'm a hypocrite. This isn't what this is about. This is about looking at yourself with love. This is how this works, reflecting your wounds back onto people. If there's something you don't like in other people, see where in yourself you are doing that. But do it with a sense of love. And it's acknowledgement of, oh, I do that. And then fixing yourself. Because the only thing we can control in this world is our own personal self. Other people have free will to do and be and say whatever they want. What we get to control is how we respond to that. All right, so Spirit wants you to focus on boundaries. What are these boundaries here? I would say this is an 8. This is about interpersonal relationships, your boundaries with other people in interpersonal relationships. Having very strong boundaries for what you will and won't accept. Knowing what you will and won't accept. And speaking those things into existence. Remember, this is a Gemini new moon, so it's about communication, communicating your boundaries clearly with other people, and then following through with the boundaries you set. When someone crosses your boundaries, they get cut out. Clinginess, this is the Empress in reverse here. So setting boundaries, this could be with a mother figure in your life. The Empress is a mother figure. The Empress in reverse is clingy and controlling. Not very, very happy. It's not an abundant energy for certain. There's no growth. Somewhere where there's no growth, somebody's clingy and use your intuition here. You need to set boundaries. Anybody that's trying to control you, you need to set boundaries with, because this journey is about you fully being in control of your own self, right? Setting boundaries with things that are not true. Setting boundaries with things that people who act foolish. Setting boundaries with yourself where you're not taking risks in your life where you should be. It's interesting. It all came out in reverse here. Instead of being anxious about these, this is like losing sleep, over people that walk all over you, possibly. Having boundaries and instilling those boundaries. This is where Spirit's asking you to put your focus. Places where you're not taking risks and you should be. Things that are not true. People that are not true. Things that are controlling and clingy. Okay. What is this revolution here? This sorcery revolution. Where this person needs to be focused, please. The viewer needs to be focused. On revolutionizing your own life. We've got the Knight of Stars and we've got the Three of Cups here. So this sorcery revolution, the Spirit says light a spark here where it comes to emotional fulfillment. The Knight of Cups here is about giving offers of love. You have to be emotionally available to do that. The Three of Cups is a union card. It's community and union. It's about offering love and union here. This is Spirit's asking you to focus on that, to light a spark towards what it is you want emotionally and go towards it. With passion, the Knight of Wands is somebody who takes action towards what they want. With passion. This is about, we have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. We've got passion and love, right? It's about being the Emperor. Judgment, somebody from your past coming into your present to affect your future. This is stepping into this Emperor energy, right? Or possibly an Emperor coming towards you. Light the spark. It's time. Time to walk the path. What's this integration, please? Victory. Healing and victory here. That's what integration is. You integrating these things within self bring you healing and victory. This is being seen. Anything else here? Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. This is about coming back in and out of the cold. This is like coming in from out of the cold and manifesting with power. Doing what's right for yourself. Wow. That's quite lovely. This has been a really beautiful reading. There's so much strong energy here. And I love that so much of it was focused around that Mercury Gemini aspect of communication, even inner and outer. Is really beautiful. I hope this helped whoever's viewing out there, and I hope you have a really good new moon. I'm sending you so much light and love. I want you to remember to stay blessed and to always, 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 always love yourself first. Thank you so much.